We will discuss the concept of virtual value, root mean square value or effective value of alternating current, because we have two type of current, one is alternating and one is direct current. So concept wise, virtual or RMS value is that steady current which produces the same amount of heat as the DC source does in the same circuit. For little bit more clarity, we have the two circuit diagram. First, the resistance R is connected across AC source. In the second, the same resistor is connected across DC source or steady current source. Let H1 is the heat generated in the first circuit when AC source is applied, and H2 is the heat produced to the same resistor when the DC source is connected. For alternating current, we know that the instantaneous current at any time t, the current is given by I is equal to I0 sin omega t. Let dH is the amount of heat which is produced in very small time dt. So, this heat is given by dH is equal to I square R dt. And if you put the value of I, that is I0 sin omega t, we have dH is equal to I0 square sin square omega t R dt. So, this is the small heat in small time dt. But if you want to calculate the total amount of heat generated in one cycle of applied AC, then you have to integrate within the limit of time, that is 0 to t dH. So, H1 is the heat produced when AC source is connected. So, now if you put the value of dH, then H1 is equal to integration of I0 square sin square omega t R dt. For integration, you know the constant value we have to take out of the integration. Then H1 is equal to I0 square R integration of sin square omega t dt, limit 0 se t. The sin square theta can be written as 1 minus cos 2 theta. So, theta is equal to omega t. So, it will be 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2 dt. So, 1 by 2 is constant, again it is outside of the integration, and integration by part you can write 1 dt with limit 0 se t. The second term is minus cos 2 omega t. So, minus integration of cos 2 omega t dt limit 0 se t. When you integrate the first term, its integrated value will be capital T, and when you integrate cos 2 omega t with respect to time, its value becomes 0. So, finally, we have expression for H1 is equal to I square R T by 2. So, this is equation 1, this is the heat production when the resistance R is connected across AC source. Now, if you connect the same resistor across DC source, then you find H2 is equal to I RMS square R dt. IRMS is the root mean square value of current. Now, this is equation 2. Now, according to the concept, we have to equate equation 1 and equation 2. So, when you equate equation 1 and 2, H1 is equal to H2. H1 when AC source is connected, H2 when DC source is connected. So, when you simplify, then you find RT and RT cancel out, then I RMS square is equal to I0 square by 2. From this relation you can say that I RMS is equal to I0 by root 2. It means I0 is equal to root 2 times of I RMS. What is I0? I0 is the peak value. What is I RMS? RMS value of AC. So, this is very important relation between peak value and RMS value of current. Similarly, for alternating EMF, we have Vrms is equal to V0 by root 2, or you can say that V0 is equal to root 2 times of Vrms. So, equation for current and voltage are very important to know the relation between voltage and peak voltage and RMS value.